So, how exactly does a cat demand breakfast? Just think about your own early morning experiences for a second. When a cat wants food, they definitely don't just wait politely by their bowl, hoping you'll eventually wake up. They actually initiate this highly calculated protocol that's specifically designed to force us out of a deep slumber. Let's break down exactly how this impressive and honestly mildly terrifying operation actually works.
We're calling this the feline alarm clock, and we define this tactical morning routine strictly by the cat's persistent and, remarkably, increasingly violent methods. I mean, this isn't just about a pet being mildly annoying or wanting a quick cuddle. It is about the strategic application of relentless pressure until the ultimate goal, breakfast, is secured. It's a true battle of wills, and the cat enters the arena with a full-blown battle plan.
And you can see here there's a very clear three-step methodology at play. Step 1, soft purrs. Step 2, kneading the owner's face. And Step 3, pushing a heavy object. This brilliantly illustrates the exact step-by-step escalation arc our feline friends use to slowly but surely break our will. If one level of stimulus doesn't work, well, the next, much more intense level is immediately deployed.
So, looking at the anatomy of this alarm clock, you realize this behavior isn't just random morning energy. It's actually a perfectly divided, multi-tiered psychological and physical campaign focused purely on breakfast. The tactics shift seamlessly from the auditory to the physical and finally to the environmental. It's a masterclass in strategy, carefully deployed to ensure that the target, which is you, fast asleep in bed, literally cannot ignore them.
All right, let's start with phase 1, psychological warfare.
This campaign begins with soft purring sounds. It's a deceptive auditory lull that completely masks the animal's true, hungry motives. This initial phase is carefully designed to infiltrate your sleep cycle without triggering an immediate defensive rejection from you. It's almost like ASMR. By projecting a sound that we instinctively associate with comfort and affection, the cat is gently trying to manipulate you into waking up. It's incredibly sweet, totally subtle, and an entirely calculated move to get that morning meal without having to put up a real fight.
Which brings us to phase 2, physical manipulation.
So, what happens when that subtle approach completely fails? The psychological game is officially over, and the cat transitions to direct physical manipulation. They literally start kneading the owner's face. The pacing quickens, and a very distinct physical boundary is crossed here. I mean, think about the sheer audacity of this move. Those little claws and pads are applied directly to the most sleep-vulnerable part of your body. Imagine the total disrespect of a cold, slightly prickly paw pressing right onto your closed eyelid. It's completely impossible to ignore.
What's really interesting here is the dramatic juxtaposition between phase 1's soft and subtle purrs versus phase 3's increasingly violent methods. In a matter of mere minutes, the grand illusion of a loving pet just checking in on you completely vanishes. That gentle sweetheart is entirely replaced by the grim promise of chaos if breakfast is delayed for even a second longer. It just goes to show how incredibly quickly a feline drops the innocent facade when their stomach starts rumbling.
And that leads directly to phase 3, environmental destruction.
And as those previous tactics fail, the cat resorts to its final, most extreme measure. They purposefully target the environment, pushing a heavy object completely off a nightstand. Make no mistake, this is not accidental clumsiness in the dark. It is a deliberate, targeted strike. By moving their focus from your body to the fragile, potentially expensive objects surrounding you, the cat is actively escalating the stakes. They are essentially holding your personal belongings hostage to force your compliance, which naturally results in a loud thud. This massive auditory shock represents the absolute climax of the cat's morning campaign. That soft purring from phase 1? Yeah, that's a distant memory now, entirely replaced by this sudden, violent noise specifically designed to snap you out of deep sleep instantly. It triggers a biological startle response. We've all been there, right? You wake up in a total panic, heart racing, thinking a burglar just broke in, only to turn on the lamp and realize the culprit is just your 10-pound tabby sitting innocently next to a shattered water glass.
And that brings us to the inevitable outcome. The result: human surrender. And
the calculated multi-stage escalation has officially broken the human's resistance. The owner usually responds with a groggy "off" or a muffled, exhausted "no." And that sleepy, defeated reaction signifies the total success of the feline alarm clock. Despite your totally futile verbal protests, the outcome is fully secured. You are awake, the chaotic thud achieved its purpose, and your stumbling, blurry-eyed journey to the food bowl has finally begun. The mission is accomplished.
So, after analyzing all these relentless tactics, we really have to ask ourselves, who holds the true power in the human-feline dynamic? We humans love to think we're the ones in charge, benevolently setting the schedules. But as we've clearly seen in this explainer, when it comes to breakfast, the cat actually orchestrates our behavior with surgical precision. It's a fascinating power dynamic to consider the very next time you hear a soft purr, feel a paw on your face, or wake up to a sudden crash in the dark. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.